All right, first skates in the books. How are you feeling about the level of talent you have on this squad for the CHL USA Prospects Challenge?
It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we've talked as a group, real familiar with a lot of these guys, but watching them out on the ice, last time I saw a lot of them play was in the summertime, and watching the maturation in their game, how much stronger they are, how much more confident they are, it's really fun.
When it's a quick two-game series like this, obviously a lot of these guys have played together, you mentioned the Helenka, but how can you draw a team together and bring chemistry in a very short span of time?
Well, I think winning together does that already. Having the relationships previously allows guys to get comfortable early, but also reiterating that this isn't an all-star game. You know, they're competitors and they want to win, and that's the main focus when we come in here. They're trying to up their draft status. We know what they're aware of, and what they're capable of within their club teams. Now playing best on best with the rest of the guys throughout the CHL is really going to showcase them, not only as individuals, but as a team as well.
How much do you know about this U.S. team and how you scout for them?
Yeah, I mean, we've watched a lot of their games versus some NCAA, some USHL teams. They've had a few injuries, a couple of additions and subtractions. Again, you try and pick up a little bit of their systematic tendencies. They're a team that's played together for a lot longer than we have. But at the end of the day, we've got a lot of talented players that are going to be able to pick it up pretty quick. So the focus is going to be pretty quick on them. It's going to be more about what we're going to do.
There's guys with Helenka experience, U17 experience, but you also have players like Carter Bear and Joshua Ravensbergen who haven't necessarily played in a game at this level before. How special is it to see guys at this age still being able to rise through the ranks like that?
Well, it's awesome. And that's the biggest thing that, when you talk to the individual themselves, it's a credit to them to being able to have real successful seasons. Josh last year, Carter really coming out this season especially, but I knew what he was like. I got to see him firsthand last year, and to be a part of it, it's not necessarily how you start. These young players, as they mature and as they continue to get better, it's a real credit to them, and those two in particular have done very, very well, and they're going to be on the national stage a lot more as we move forward.
From the time that you're named as head coach for Team CHL for this Prospects Challenge, how much work and effort goes into scouting and getting to know some of these players so that you're ready to go once you hit the ground running?
Well, fortunate again, I've worked with, I think, 19 of these guys in international competition, so familiar with the person. So now it's just trying to get the right chemistry, knowing what, the special teams type of thing, how we're going to roll those types of systems. But I mean, preparation, we still have our club teams that we have to worry about. So coming in here, it's kind of a quick switch, but in the back of your mind, you already had a plan.
Now, we talked to Coach Ulihan, and he was talking about the elite level of talent that comes to play for this Top Prospects Challenge, and he said it was evident this morning on the ice. What did you see on the ice as well? Guys connecting, getting some chemistry rolling?
Well, it's their speed, they're smart, and then you just look at how heavy their shots are, like just how quick they do everything. You're fortunate to have one or two players on your team that play at that caliber. Each and every year those draft classes just seem to impress that much more. So this morning it was fun, a little sloppy to start, but as the practice progressed, you're just like, wow, there's a lot going on here.
When you're looking at the talent that's involved too with the Top Prospects Challenge, NHL teams really want that complete player, both on and off the ice. Who's the guy that stands out for you right away that you've seen in the dressing room?
That's a great question. I mean, I think they all have abilities and special, talents that set them apart. They're all statistically doing very, very well this season. But as a 200-foot player, I think, the 06 age group, if you look at Malcolm Spence, Porter Martone, those players that have maybe a little extra time to mature, then they're obviously having really solid 200-foot seasons, I guess you would say. But, at the end of the day, at the next level, to get paid, you got to be a person that can put the puck in the net and do all those little things. So these guys are ultra elite and talented, and we'll see where it goes.
They also want to have a little bit of fun here too. We know that Brady Martin, covering in the OHL, he is somebody that is probably one of the funniest guys in the league, and he gets the guys going. Have you seen that so far already from him?
Marty's a character, you know. He's a special young man for sure. But we've got a group of guys in that room that are very comfortable with each other, and the ones that haven't been a part of our group, you know, are melding very well within, and it's fun. When they get together, these types of players you know, it's a competition within, but once they're on a team together, it makes it that much more special.
Are there any challenges when it comes to building your lines and pairings when you're working with the best of the best from across the CHL?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's trying to find some familiarity, potentially from the Halinka, and or if there was some minor hockey experience. But, you know, we talked last night as a group that, again, this isn't going to be approached as a minor hockey game. This isn't going to be an all-star game. This is going to be, you know, you need to perform on demand. And us as coaches and us as a staff are in this to win. So, you know, we are aware of what you're going to do. This is where it's going to start, but it might not be the way we finish.